possibly one of the most anticipated board game launches of the year. We just got the slightly rough around the edges prototype box of Nemesis Retaliation in from Awaken Realms.
It looks like UPS just kind of
it does look like they kind of hucked it. Normally I would open this up before we show it off to the camera. This is a prototype, but the game launches in 3 days.
Oh.
They were finishing this up and refining it before getting it into our hands.
Wow.
So it's time to open it, start learning how to play it, and get you all coverage as quickly as possible. You're really here for the pretty toys and the fancy miniatures.
I just want to see.
You've never played Nemesis before.
No.
But I
this
have.
This version looks like a lot of fun.
We were just looking at the GameTown page.
Yeah.
I can figure out how to open it.
Just take that paper out of the way.
No.
There you go.
Why would I do that? Oh, come on. Come on, Awaken Realms. You sent me all of the little
peanuts.
All the peanuts. It looks very actually healthy inside.
I was going to say, yeah, it looks, despite UPS's best efforts. I shouldn't say UPS because I don't know who actually delivered this. But.
Despite their attempts to destroy it,
yeah.
This box looks expertly packaged and fully intact.
Yeah.
Look at it. All the corners are sharp.
It looks well.
I mean, I've had Kickstarter games arrive in worse condition. Awaken Realms prototypes, by the way, are usually some of the nicest, most ridiculous prototypes in the industry.
Really?
I'm expecting some miniatures, possibly sunwash miniatures or painted miniatures in here.
Oh, wow.
They'll probably have examples of, the full component trays and stuff. They like having a project ready to go by the time they're sending stuff out.
So people don't have to imagine what it might look like. As
they're one of the most established companies in the industry right now. All right, where is... This is more complicated than it should be.
I think you're making it complicated. There you go.
All right. Nemesis Retaliation, the prototype. So, the original two Nemesis deal with you surviving, kind of a solo story, multiplayer though, surviving in a alien spaceship or in your own spaceship that's been co-opted by aliens, and then in a base, a Mars base, while aliens are coming out of the woodwork, and you're trying to get off. You're trying to survive. And if you survive, you win. If you don't, you lose. Retaliation changing the script a little bit. From what I can tell, you're going to be diving into these locations, exploring across the maps and the tiles, hunting for, the best weapons you can find, equipping yourself as much as you're able, and then when the time comes, you're going to be turning your guns against the aliens and going head-to-head against them. So here's a few components. Here's the stuff we really want to see. Here's what everyone really wants to see. How many of the minis survived the journey across seas?
How many of them?
These will be resin. They're not hard plastic, so they're like 3D printed prototype minis. And then, of course, we're going to have our ability cards in here. Piles and piles of them. We'll probably look through them in just a moment. Okay, there's just a pile of stuff in here. So these are the doorways. They make them so you can break them.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, is this like the guy is trying to get through and then...
No, if you blow it up, if you attach some explosive on the other side, you break it, you leave it on the board, showing that it doesn't.
Cool,
because some doors can open and close; they can come on and off the board.
It's elaborate,
depending. Okay. Let's take a look at some of the minis, and then we'll go through the cards and just talk about the different characters and heroes we have. I think this is your queen.
Oh.
I think this is a very nice cat you might want to take a look at. Now, those of you that are watching, you'll notice that the minis are going to be smaller than what you saw in the previous iterations. They're kind of miniaturized a bit. Some people were complaining about this. The reason being, though, is they're going to have so many minis on the game.
Cool.
So in the original one, this guy was like this big.
Oh, okay.
But the reason they're doing this is because you're going to be fighting like a horde of them. The whole point of this is a swarm of aliens descending upon you. Okay, so we have the queen, fully painted. Nice. That's the boss. that you're going to have to show down against. All right, you want to open up some more of these packages?
Yeah, man.
I like the little aliens, personally. I like that we're going to be, instead of avoiding and hiding this time around, we're going to be, turning our guns and turning our weapons and using everything we can to actually
It is a cat. You weren't lying.
fight and bust our way through. Yeah, that's the Awaken Realms space cat. They do a different version of this mini for like every game they put out, basically.
That is cute.
Isn't that great?
Yeah. Oh, man.
I think we might have some of our heroes here. Here's a knife, too, if you want. What are all these little things?
Oh, wow.
These get really small.
I like the scale.
Nice.
I like the scale of these things versus these guys here.
Well, I have even smaller. They look like the parasites, possibly.
Oh, yeah.
So let me know. What do you think? Are you disappointed by tiny little alien minis, or for you, does it really matter that it fits the game environment? Like, I wouldn't want to have the giant minis if I'm fighting 80 of them.
No. You know what I think? Like, the detail is what's important. And I think these guys have a ton of detail.
They look really good, don't they?
Yeah. For such a small mini, it has a ton of detail.
They have so many different. There really are. We have in this prototype copy. In this prototype copy, we're sitting with
You
like.
can't kill these guys. Look how cute they are.
We've got like 50 minis here.
Dude. You can't kill these guys.
You could kill those guys.
If those guys show up, you gotta, like, find some way to run away from
They're
them.
gonna burrow in your
That's
face.
terrible.
They're gonna burrow in your face. Are you an Alien fan? Like Alien the movie fan?
Oh my god, are you kidding me?
I'm not, so.
What? That is my all-time favorite sci-fi horror movie ever, period.
So that's what this game replicates to a T. This is the most accurate, not Retaliation specifically, but Nemesis the game, the board game, is the most accurate representation of Alien the movie in a board game ever.
Who says?
Everyone that plays it.
Okay.
Like, all the people that love Alien like you.
I was gonna say, there's an Aliens board game.
Yeah, it's not as good as
Okay.
Nemesis is at being aliens.
Wow, okay.
So, if you're an Alien fan...
Absolutely.
You've got
I was
it-
gonna say, this doesn't look anything like the Queen, but...
No. Well, I mean, first off...
This looks like a sexy Queen.
That model's slightly different from the ones they have in the other game, too. Look at how many of these hordes we have.
Wow. I like this little...
Like, when they say you're going to be fighting an army of aliens, you're really going to be fighting an army of aliens.
It's a bunch of them, yeah.
All right, let's find some of... Start looking through some of these cards.
Okay.
And take a look at some of the characters and heroes that we have. I don't know where... Do we have character boards around? Are they're underneath here?
Yeah, I think they're in here somewhere. These are cool.
Well, I keep trying to get all of this these minis out. So those are going to be your player modules.
Man, that's a lot of stuff.
So these modules are going to contain your weapons, your health, your various different ammo. One of the other cool things that this game does is it'll hide cards in your deck. So you don't know if you're infected until the very end of the game. And if you're infected, an alien bursts from inside of you and you lose the game. Oh, cool. A little dial on the side there.
Yeah, this is slick. Ugh, skull. Okay, I want to play this.
And we have our characters, I think, are right there. The officer, I can see him poking off the top.
Wait. I don't.
Officer. Blue.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Okay, I see it.
So those will be your core box playable characters.
Oh, the officer. He looks important. I want to be that guy. He looks...
I like the heavy gun operator
This
there.
is basically Vasquez right here. Combat engineer. This is the guy. This is... What do we do now, man? You seriously haven't... Have you seen it?
I've seen them, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, they never worked
Game
for me.
over, man. Really? You don't like them?
They never worked for me, no.
Oh my god. What?
I didn't grow up with them, though.
It doesn't matter.
You're really old.
It doesn't matter. Like, You should still be able to watch it and be like, "Yo, this is cool."
I watched it maybe 3 or 4 years ago. I didn't like the special effects, like the fire effects and stuff now.
I think the fire effects are practical.
I didn't like them.
You don't like practical effects?
I like practical effects. I didn't like them in the movie.
Okay.
They took me out of it. It was also very slow.
Okay.
It builds, it's supposed to be like a suspense builder. It's supposed, like, takes its time, keeps building.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Alien or Aliens?
Alien. Like the first one.
Yeah, okay. The first one, yeah. The first one is not.
I don't think I've seen any of the others, really. Oh. I've seen the one on the planet. Isn't that in the Prometheus or whatever is in the Alien universe?
Prometheus. No. You got to see.
Isn't that in the Alien universe?
It is.
I liked Prometheus a lot.
Okay, but you got to see Aliens. That's the one.
The amount of tiny alien miniatures we have here makes me feel like we're going to be taking a Gatling gun.
That's awesome,
and
man.
Just raking through hordes of them.
Yeah, that's sweet.
Yeah, I'm into this.
Is there a card for the cat? Like, can you play as the cat?
You can't play. I don't think you can play as the cat. I think it's like the first player marker and all of these things.
Weak.
So the stuff that we have here: an old feud. We've got history. The right moment to strike. So these are going to be our special cards for. These are going to be our private goals. So let's read some of these to see like what we might be trying to accomplish. So in each Alien game or each Nemesis game, you're usually working together to some degree. You usually also have your own private objective that you're hunting for. So we might be in this, fighting for our life, trying to survive.
Right.
And one guy wants to make sure that you die for him to win. Like the corporation's paid him a hefty sum of money to make sure you don't make it out of this. Or the corporation wants him to get an egg and carry it with him to the space shuttle so they can fly home and do research on these creatures.
Got it.
Stuff like that. So, an old feud.
This is straight out of the movie.
Yeah?
Yeah. Landing zone explodes.
An old feud. Character of the player 3 cannot survive. If you are the player 3, you have to fulfill the second option for this objective. You have to be the only survivor. So, like right here, you're in this mission with someone you don't really like. So for you to feel like you've accomplished it, you got to make sure they kick the bucket on the way out. Oh. You got an old feud you're going to settle while fighting off hordes of aliens.
Okay.
We've got history. You and the character with the lowest rank must survive. If you are the character with the lowest rank, you have to fulfill the second objective. The character with the highest rank must not survive. So here, you've got to take out the captain, and you and the guy that have been dealing with his BS the entire time, you got to make it to the end of the mission.
So this is a little bit of let's kill the aliens, but also maybe kill somebody else?
Not necessarily, though. You'll see as these change. The right moment to strike. Character of player 1 cannot survive. Okay, here's another one. All life support tokens must be inactive or removed. So here, your private goal is to shut down the life support systems in wherever you are.
Okay.
Hostile takeover. Character of player 4 cannot survive, or you have to be the only survivor. Vendi Vidi Vici. What?
Vendi Vidi Vici.
The nest must be destroyed. Is that a reference? What is that?
Yeah, it's Latin. Don't worry about it.
What's it a reference to?
It's just, oh God, I can't remember exactly what it means, but yeah.
So here, you're going in. You're going to take care of that nest.
Okay.
You got to wipe it out. But other people don't know that's what you're trying to do. So they see you running farther into the settlement with like a grenade strapped to your chest. And they're like, what are you doing? We're getting out now. And we're not getting out now. We're going to burn the nest to the ground first. And they like shrug their shoulders and either leave you behind or come after you trying to help. The favorites among the crew. You and the character with the lowest rank must survive. Okay. Greener pastures. Character player 2 cannot survive. Quarantine. Nobody can escape from the facility using the lander. You got to shut down the base.
Okay.
Queen must be killed. The Great Hunt. You're out there just for one mission. Take out the boss.
So it's not all...
Not all, no.
Okay.
The path to the server room must be secured.
Cool.
Or the facility cannot be destroyed. You got to maintain something in there. They got some documents they want to have. The reactor must be shut down. All basic rooms A must be explored. Okay.
Shut down the reactor.
You're hunting for
the
something.
Whole place is going to blow.
At least 2 eggs must be taken out of the facility. Bad decision to carry eggs away with you. But you might need to do it, because those are what the people that paid you to do stuff paid you to do. The mission goal must be fulfilled. Mission goal must be fulfilled.
That's
mission goal must be fulfilled.
Yutani mission there. Okay.
What do you have? What are these cards that you found?
These cards, I've got each character with a larva gets a contamination card and scans it. If it was infected, they die. Otherwise, they place the card in their discard pile. Each other character draws... So these are just like, condition cards?
I'm not sure. What's the back of them say? Event cards. Yeah, so you're going to have various different...
Place a fire and a malfunction marker in the landing zone. Cool.
I don't know how to use rubber bands.
That's landing zone explodes. Place a malfunction marker in each room with a fire marker. Damaging fire. Damage. Place malfunction marker in each room with an intruder.
Okay.
Cool.
So we also have these sets of cards. I'm not going to go through all of them right now.
Yeah.
But basically, every character, like the officer, is going to have their own unique set of cards as well. So they're going to be drawing these up into their hand and utilizing them to do certain things. Like, Let's Go is going to let you move the lander, it looks like. Stay Calm is going to let you manipulate things. We've got Officer Channel, Fire at Will, Demolition. And so this is one of the things that make the game so cool, is every character plays unique, and you're dealing with your own personal private objectives and your own main objectives as a crew. So you've got to work together if you want to survive. There's no way you're going to live through this if you're not working together. And yet, you all kind of have your own hidden objective. Like, I might be working with you and not know whether or not you want to kill me by the end of this mission.
Right, so you're working with me to try and beat the game, but at the same time, you have this side objective where you need to get rid of me.
You might want to screw me over at the same time.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So Nemesis, it hasn't always been a perfect game for me, but I love the adventuring, I love the story modes of the game.
Cool.
I think it's probably one of the best immersive game experiences out there, period. It is not always fair to you, though. Sometimes you'll be infected, and you just didn't have time to check if you were infected. You get to the end of a 3-hour game, you slide that card in, and you got a worm inside of you, and it bursts out your stomach, and you lose the game because you died.
I kind of like that.
I know. A lot of people love it. For me, I'm sitting there, and I'm like, man.
Because you want to win.
I want to win.
See,
yeah.
I'm cool with losing, and I'm cool with like that sort of something burst out of your stomach at dinner.
But we've had some of the most epic stories have came through the lens of this game,
Nice.
and I believe Retaliation, one, is going to be more aggressive, which I'm excited about,
Okay.
and two, it's going to have a series of event revelation cards that let you tell your own narrative story on top of like playing just the normal mode, which I'm also
Nice.
very excited about. So, that's what the heck's going on. We've got it opened up. We're going to be doing a more in-depth preview. We're going to be doing a sponsored gameplay. Hopefully, we're going to have coverage throughout the campaign. So, thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. I'm just excited to see what the heck they have in store for us, because I know one thing for sure. It's not going to be the same, and it's going to be a lot of fun. All right, we'll see you later.
We should play it.
Bye.